Hello survivors, welcome to another Spell Brigade video. Today we are in the Frozen Valley. There was an update with Astral Orb getting a little bit of a power bonus, so we are going to be playing with that. We're going to try grab or pick up a magic missile as well because that's got a little bit of an update as well. We are playing on hardcore, and the Frozen Valley I believe got a brand new enemy as well, so we're going to be looking at that. They did introduce a whole lot of new skins for a lot of characters. Unfortunately, our dear Astral Orb buddy over here didn't get one of the new skins, so we aren't going to be able to show you what it looks like at the end of this. But there was a character, I believe it was Hattie, that landed up getting a skin that required us to stand in the ice for 90 seconds. There were some other ones they all have to do with the Frozen Valley, of course, with Christmas time and so on and so forth. The Wizard King, you had to deal a certain amount of damage with those geezers like you just saw me do now. And there were some other weird and wonderful ones. Star Mage, you had to freeze yourself, which you can't do if you're using the Covenant, the one that makes it so you don't take any self-damage. So you gotta, it depends on what skin you want to do, and I don't know how you're gonna freeze yourself using the wizard. I guess you could do it with Chthonic Charge maybe, but freezing yourself and just being slow are two different things, so I don't actually know how you're gonna do it. Get a skill that heals like Necro will, and you'll have to heal yourself and then get it to have the ice, double ice maybe, so that you can freeze yourself. But otherwise I don't know how you'll get the Star Mage to do it. It's either gonna have to be Necro Whirl or Falling Stars maybe with Explosion, but that one I don't believe heals allies at all, so it's gonna have to be a healing skill. Necro Whirl, Chthonic Charge has it, Hex Bomb maybe, I'm not sure, but we're gonna take Chthonic Charge. We do have the Harmony Covenant, so we're not gonna be able to freeze ourselves to show you guys, but you can see that it blows up pretty close to you, so you would be able to run into it and so on and so forth to get rid of it. Alright, so now we're going to be looking for Burst. We're then going to be looking for what are the other upgrades? The actual Astral Orb to split into 2 additional orbs on impact or after it has expired, and we're going to try and get that 3 times with 1, or maybe even twice. We'll see how lucky we can get, because there is making its base damage get increased, which could be very good as well. Just, you know, because it's on hardcore, we might want to do that. It just depends how lucky or unlucky we are. If we get a lot of Titan's Fury, we won't need that upgrade because that increases the base damage already, so that should be okay. There is another skin to unlock with one of the characters. I can't remember which one it was though, but it required you to kill enemies inside these bushes. So literally slowing the enemy and killing them in the bush was one of the ways to unlock the skins on the character. I just don't remember which character it was. I know it was Wizard King, Hattie, and the Sun Mage. Oh, the Sun Mage was the one. I believe it was the Sun Mage that did that. And then the Star Mage was the one that you had to freeze yourself. So those were the other characters. Sun Mage was the one character. So increased spell damage on Chthonic Charge, we'll take that. It's free damage, and it was legendary. And there's no need to re-roll anything just yet, especially when it's a legendary. Who wouldn't take that upgrade? Objective completed, the augment we're looking for. So there it is again. We're just going to re-roll over here. We want the projectile split, so that's beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. And we only need 2 more levels and we should be able to receive our first augment or infusion, sorry. And that's going to be lightning, hopefully. Lightning or acid. Even ice might be really good for Astral Orb, just so that we can slow down all of the enemies. Lightning ice might be a really good option, just because of how much damage we don't do. So we'll see what the game gives us, and we'll just go with the flow from there. There is a laugh upgrade over there, so that's a pretty nice one. Not getting anything really, getting a lot of upgrades for Chthonic Charge instead of the Astral Orb. which isn't the end of the world because we might actually end up being carried by the charge instead. Again, we are playing with harmony, so we don't have to worry about them hurting us, but we're not playing endless. The Chthonic charge, did we want lightning? Well, I think acid and fire would probably be the best for it. And the reason I say that is because it actually deals quite a decent amount of damage. And like we've said previously, or if you haven't watched my videos before, a fire deals damage on the base damage of the skill. So the higher the damage of the skill, the higher the damage of the fire, or at least that's how I understand it. And therefore, you know, skills like Chthonic Charge, Magic Missile, Phantom Blade, even the Arcane Broadsword, all these skills that have a lot of damage dealt will be very, very strong. Alright, we're going to go there. They're going to be strong for the Fire Infusion. Every other skill uses Lightning and Acid. But the problem is you actually want the skills to be infused. The best option is to get like lightning on one of the skills. I don't know what double ice is. We'll just call it deep freeze for now. So you'd want lightning, which is the thunder, which is the double lightning upgrade. Wildfire on another skill, which is double fire. Then you want venom on another skill, which is double acid, and then double ice on your last skill. That way they don't overlap damage for any of the skills. They're all dealing the most amount possible for their specific skills. Alright, we did get lightning, so that's beautiful. New objective already, to hunt down the golden crab. There was the laugh over here, so let's go grab that first, because we may have to re-roll. Golden crab is running away, I'm not sure why, and then I just slid into an enemy. I don't know why either. Okay, golden crab, come on. Why are you running that way? This golden crab has got a lot more clever than he used to be. Okay, just stay running that way. Yes, good. That's much better. Now I can actually try and hit you. Alright, Veil of Haste over everything. That's the usual MO. This guy is dead very soon. There we go. Fantastic. Let's just run away now. We got bursts. I'm happy with the burst. So here's a good example. There's the spell damage converter healing. And then you have the ice. And it's going to be very good. But burst is what we wanted. Now we're going to just look for another 2 of the projectile splitting. And we should be good. Should be good. We've got the prawn enemies over there. I haven't seen any new enemy. I don't know if it's maybe a boss. That would be pretty cool, but they just said there was a new enemy. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe it's on the first level though, because this level has the prawns. The fire level has the stingrays, or the flying rays. So maybe the new enemy's on the first map, in which I'm actually doing the wrong map to show you then. But I don't actually know, because this is the first time I'm playing in quite a while. You don't even need to look for them and you'll be able to find them at times. Alright, joint protection is a pretty good one. I would have liked delayed fate, but survival of the fittest, right? That doesn't seem to really have given us much, but whatever. Scepter Mesh is going to be good as well, since we're just running away the whole time. Having enemies take damage for free is always good with spells, so we're happy with that. I still need to do an endless run with Scepter Mesh. It's just there's no character that starts with it, so sometimes getting it can be quite difficult. Very RNG. Very good with lightning, or slow even. I'd probably say lightning though, because it's going to hit enemies a lot of times very quickly. Right, we don't have to run away as quick as we usually do, because enemies seem to be pretty slow right now. And we also seem to be doing a decent amount of damage, so we're good. Don't know what else we're getting going over here, but stuff needs to happen, game. This guy's coming from the right over here, so we just got to make a move. I don't like. They said the damage was increased by 25% on split. The problem is the way that this, I mean, look here, we're not even getting any upgrades to the skill. So it becomes very difficult to focus on a single skill with RNG and all of that nonsense. But the other thing, oh my goodness. The other thing is when you drag yourself into the enemy like that, that's fantastic. The other thing is, even if they do increase it, if it's not like a base damage increase, if it was just like an increase by 12%, it's not as, you know, good as increasing the base damage, because that's not going to be as damaging, if that makes sense. But I don't know if they do increase it by a base amount or if it's not. That's not something that they actually say. They just say that the damage got increased by 25%. And I don't have anything to go on to say that the damage is different. It's not like I don't think anyone's gone into the game, got the upgrades for it without any damage upgrades and seen, oh, that's what the damage currently is, or whatever the case may be. This is very hard for the skills that we've currently got, actually. I don't think we can even make it. Not enough explodey boys for us right now. To use a laugh over there. We managed to complete it, even though we took a laugh. Over here, we're going to actually go for the Chthonic Charge. We can grab ourselves I think grabbing acid on it will be fine, but I'm going to lose another laugh there. It is what it is. That can be, we can't even reroll now, so that's a bit of a problem. I guess we'll take this. It says it increases the base damage by 15%, and it also goes for the most healthy enemy. Luckily, those guys don't really follow us. Luck. I think we want to go for decreased cooldown first. Get ourselves the next, what do we call it? The next infusion first, and then we can worry about luck. Get ourselves decreased base cooldown. That doesn't look like it actually affected Chthonic Charge. When I hovered over it, I don't recall seeing the upgrade to Chthonic Charge. But now we've got acid damage, so that's going to increase all of our other damage, which is great. It looks like it's already doing a lot of damage for us. There's a lot of XP up there, but there's nothing we can really do about it. We did lose 2 lives just trying to get the sacrifice. One of the most difficult objectives in the game to do if you don't have a lot of damage, which is exactly what happened to us. And it's just really not okay. Maybe I don't think it needs nerfing, it's just, okay, it does actually affect it. I don't think they need to nerf the objective or make it any easier. It's really unfortunate that you have to spend lives on certain objectives. You either spend your life, or if you want to do like a no hit or whatever the case is, don't use this character sort of thing, or it does become a very RNG type of thing where if you want specific challenges or to do specific things with it, it does become very, very difficult. Go for Rune Burst, it's okay. We're not going to really do anything with it. The others are okay as well. Phantom Blade's okay. Aether Beam isn't good unless you're playing with teammates, so I'm not going to worry about it. It literally would have tickled the enemies to death, but at least they would have died, I guess. I don't know, it's quite a difficult one to play with. It can be strong, but it needs a lot of investment, and by the time you've invested into it, other skills are already out damaging it far, far more, so it really isn't worth even worrying about it. Okay, another level up. We are going to grab ourselves. Do we want the luck? No, not yet. We'll grab the Chthonic Charge. We would have had about 17 or 18 luck right now, which actually isn't bad, but we don't even know if we're going to get delayed fate, and it's really, unless you get delayed fate at the very beginning, I don't think it warrants getting it at all. Spell size for Chthonic Charge is actually pretty good. Apply acid to everything else around us. Makes a lot of sense to grab it. We're just going to focus on 2 spells now. If we were playing on hardcore, we would focus on everything. And we landed up with a Seal the Rift. Oh, this game hates us. I swear when you land up playing like weak skills, the game's like, nope, let's give you the hardest objectives to do. And then when you play with skills where you're like, oh no, I can absolutely destroy rifts or anything else that you throw at me, they're like, okay, we'll give you the fungi to get 4 times in a row. And it's, oh yeah, I don't think we're actually going to get this. We'll try, of course. We can't not try. But I don't think we are going to live long enough to be able to do this. Do our best. We're going to have to lose a life, that's fine. We know we're going to have to. And then if we move to here, maybe these explodey bugs can do us some justice. It doesn't look like it is. Man, we're so close. I've got 1 more life, but the problem is it's just too much. Okay, we actually got thunder, so I'm going to grab that. I think we're going to have to leave this rift, because unless we are able to move right around and there's nothing up there, I don't think we're going to get through it. Pick up distance. Still got a minute. I think maybe we might be able to do it. There is the relic over here as well. Let's just grab that while we can. Every time we dodge, no, we don't have dodging as an opportunity right now. This is a problem. Base movement speed, does that help us while we're on here? I don't think so. I need to just get onto a little bit of the game. I slid into the enemy. Yeah, there's way too many enemies here. Alright, we aren't going to be able to get that one, unfortunately. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just, if it was in such a bad spot, and I'm not going to spend my last free... Well, I don't even have a free life anymore, so I'm not going to spend my life trying to get it. Whatever. The game doesn't like me right now. But it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm going to grab the damage. I'm glad to see they fixed the movement speed now, so we're actually starting to see upgrades to movement speed again. Their last update broke it, so at least this recent update fixed it again. However, the next update for the game is only in like a month and a half. It says 41 days, so I'm not sure what we're going to be expecting for then, but it is what it is. Increase our crit chance. We are sitting at 30, so going to 42% is actually massive. I will happily take that. That is definitely going to help us deal more damage. But that was the last objective, and we never got our split. I don't know if they increased the damage of the splitting, but it really doesn't feel like it's that much better. You're still going to need complementary skills. I do want them to introduce a new game mode where it allows you to just have one skill, maybe. So I love the fact that we got endless, but having a plus, you know, maybe having only one skill and it's a shorter run, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool though to have a lot more opportunities to test just single skills, because it doesn't matter even if you're playing the normal game and you invest in only one skill, you're still stuck with 4 other skills that you're going to land up getting upgrades for. And then you're forced to use your rerolls, where if you didn't, you know, have those otherwise, you could just focus on one skill and see what the skill's limits are. And that would be really, really fun. It's really cool to be able to do things like that in games. Seeing what skill limits you have, what the skill can do on its own, whether the skill is actually good. I mean, there's no way to ever test if a skill is good or bad if we aren't able to play with just that skill, because like Astral Orb is a good example over here. If we didn't have the Chthonic Charge, maybe we would have lost long ago. It also lets you know, okay, if you're playing with a skill, then you do need other skills like Arcane Broadsword, or skills that have high base damage as complementary upgrades to help that skill then work in the game. Or maybe some skills are just meant there as support skills, so maybe the skill's just there to apply, sit onto enemies, but it's not actually meant to deal damage. So it will give us I mean, of course we already know these things, but it definitely helps with a further understanding of the skills, and a further, what's the wording I'm looking, like a further acknowledgement of your ideas or your premise for thinking. You know, it just definitely stamps it down more to be like, okay, I was right about the skill. It's more of a support skill. So if I'm going to be playing with it, my second skill needs to be something far more of a carry skill, and so on and so forth. So that kind of thinking is what I've got like my mind onto with that. We actually got Venom, so that's actually really cool. We landed up getting a Thunder and Venom. I didn't think I would actually get it in a single run, but we managed to get exactly what I said we should do, where we get the double things on all the different skills, which is actually really, really cool. The fact that it happened while we're playing. We do have our next laugh. I do need to just run away here because there's way too many enemies and we're in a very bad spot over there. There is another relic, but I'm not really interested in trying to find it right now. Right now we're more interested in trying to kill the boss and just end the run. I'm still a bit salty about not having found or being able to do that rift. How much? We got 54% cooldown reduction. Okay, come on, can you be hit with this acid? There we go. Doesn't look like, because normally they go green, but I don't see it hitting him as much as it should be. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Or maybe I'm not, and maybe Venom is bugged. Who knows? We nearly there. We didn't see Magic Missile, unfortunately. It would have been nice to have got both Magic Missile and Astral Orb. Oh, I just killed myself. Just lost my final laugh because I was silly. And the boss is nearly dead. Would be fun if you could kill him with that geyser. You probably could. But not... Oh, look, I wasn't even looking for you, but we'll grab you anyway. Healthy growth, hard lesson, offensive, defensive. There's nothing really over here that we're looking for. I guess we'll just grab that whenever we level up. Not that it really matters. The boss is pretty much dead. There we go. Fantastic. We managed to do it without dying. But Astral Orb is Very interesting, but there you go. It did do the most amount of damage. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.